Hello and welcome to Mind, Mood and Food podcast with me, Margaret Adele, anti-diet powered coach and gut health expert, and my partner in crime, Adele Derbyshire.
Hello, I am a yoga teacher and creator of Find Your Inner Sparkle, which is a toolbox, 50 ways to help you to look and feel better from the inside out. And today on the podcast, we are talking about foods that are going to fill you up for longer. So I am very interested in this topic so that I am not raiding the biscuit tin. So Margaret, how are you going to get my sticky little fingers out of my biscuit tin? I have literally had a couple of biscuits this afternoon, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I wouldn't say, I'm all about if you're going to have something, accept that you're having it and enjoy it. That's what food is there for. But I think quite a lot of the time we can eat food that isn't going to be filling us up. So we are literally going to be going for the biscuit tin or whatever it is around about an hour or so later. And there's a heck of a lot of reasons for that, from what we eat and how we're eating it, all the way through to when we're eating it as well, which are probably all different kind of podcasts, but I'll go into it. I'll go into it a little bit briefly. So the kind of food that we eat that really isn't going to be filling us for long is the likes of your high, your refined carbs and your high sugar stuff. Basically because it is high energy, but as I say, it's refined, therefore it passes through our body really quickly because it's that refined that there's nothing really in there stopping that food going through. So it really is getting into our stomach and being processed through quite quickly. And yes, we do have the spike of energy, but that doesn't last for long. It's very, very soon an actual crash. And that is something else as well. When we have an energy crash, our body signals that we're hungry, but it's quite a lot of the time it's a fact that we've had the energy crash, that it just needs more energy. But energy for us, our case, comes in the form of food.
Yeah. And so when you say obviously refined and high sugar, like give us some examples. I'm thinking cereal straight off the bat.
Yeah, absolutely. The likes of cereal, the likes of white bread, white pasta, white rice. Your beige goods, can I be honest?
Well, at least my sandwich at lunchtime was on brown seeded bread. Going back to podcast number 1.
Yeah, so it is the likes of your highly processed stuff and your highly refined stuff. So the likes of your white bread, your white pasta, ready meals, unfortunately, people, those kind of things, with a lot of additives in as well, which will just not do your body good, but will still not be anything that your body can take away and actually use. And when your body can't actually use any of it, it's fighting for nutrients as well, which is another reason that our bodies show hunger. It's the fact that the food isn't nutrient dense, that it's just crying out for.
Yeah, that's a good point. So you could be eating, I don't know, like a 500 calorie lunch, but then you're wondering why an hour later you feel like as if you've not eaten anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's because there's no real nutritious value in there, and your body's crying out for vitamins, minerals, protein, carbs, whatever. It's crying out for all these different things that it's just not getting.
Yeah. So going through the day, kind of breakfast, lunch, dinner, what should we be eating then that is going to fill us up for longer? So if we're not eating the cereal.
Yeah. Everyone's different at different times of the day, but what I do recommend when it comes to nutrient dense food is the likes of 1, full fat yogurt, because it is quite high in protein, but it's also got good fats in there. Protein's extremely good for filling you up, but good fats fill you up longer.
That's good, because I like my full fat Greek yogurt for breakfast, as you know, with some strawberries and raspberries and blueberries or something like that, and a bit of honey on.
Yeah. So you're looking for...
It doesn't work. It doesn't look like much.
No, but
it's
really
just like a small portion of the yogurt, bit of fruit, some seeds and nuts, something like that. And I'm not hungry. I'm not thinking about food until lunchtime.
Yeah. For me, personally, it's things like eggs in the morning and avocado. And when I'm saying eggs, I am talking the full egg.
Yeah.
Be in no kind of don't think that you need to just have the whites. It's the actual combined egg that is much more nutritious for you than just the white alone. The white alone ain't that nutritious value, to be quite honest with you. The whole egg is where it's at.
And this is where it gets very confusing, because I do know a lot of people that obviously follow these, just eat the whites, and that is, if you're just interested in dropping pounds and becoming skinny, of course, if you cut out fruit and if you cut out all carbs and you cut out the yolk of your, of course you're going to lose a few pounds, but how healthy are you going to be, like cutting all that stuff out?
Exactly. And then there's things like avocados, nuts and seeds as well. I think people are surprised at, nuts. Yeah, but just 2 little handfuls of nuts. Blooming heck, the filling.
Yeah. It's the nutrient content as well, though, like you said, because I haven't done this for a while, actually. You forget, don't you? But I used to have like a bag of Brazil nuts and just keep them in the fridge. Literally have 1 or 2 a day. And they're like, it's like having a little treat or a sweet or something, because I love Brazil nuts. But the nutrient content in the Brazil nut, there's certain minerals and vitamins that is so good for us, by having that variety of foods that have got nutrients in them, even though a Brazil nut is going to be quite a few calories. But
on the flip side, it's not like you're going to be having absolutely tons of it, and the oils and stuff that are in there, are they really better for you oils?
That's the thing. Just don't eat like 6 Brazil nuts or 10 Brazil nuts, because then you do need to know. It's just all balance, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Sometimes I also used to cut up the Brazil nut, just chop it up again to put it on top of the yogurt, and with your seeds and things, because then it does go a little bit further, doesn't it? And I like a bit of crunch on there, so things like the seeds and the nuts, or to get the mixed nuts and things like that and just have a sprinkle in. I must get some more of those in my fridge, because I find it so easy. It has to be easy for me. If something's a faff, like, I just need to get it down me and move on with my day. I can't be bothered. Like, I'm not somebody that likes to be in the kitchen and cooking and spending ages. It's just not my thing. I wish it was, but so things like the yogurt and the nuts and the seeds, I can just get it. It's like a ready food, sprinkle something on it and I'm done. My son's just recently started eating eggs, because he's gone back training at the gym, and he's like, I want eggs in the morning, and it doesn't take long. You think, oh God, I'm gonna have to make him these now, but literally just stick it in there to boil for 5 minutes, and he just wants it hard boiled. He's not bothered about it being perfect and all that, thank goodness. But just 1 egg in the morning and he's happy. And I think sending him off to school, it feels like, because it's such a packed little,
it is,
they're brilliant, aren't they, eggs? It's like an egg,
it's
got everything in there, and I feel like he's going off to school with something decent in his tummy.
And I even combine it with half an avocado, take the stone out, put the egg in the middle, and then just bake it like that. So you've got your good fat and your protein and
I like the eggs and avocado, like poached eggs and avocado, but I've never tried. So you bake that in the oven?
Just a different way.
You've got to put your oven on just to do that, though, Margaret. Fuel prices are going up, don't you?
Do a few at a time. I know where you're coming from. I think I'm going to stick to my poached eggs and avocado. And you can actually grill them as well. I have tried it grilled. It's an interesting. It's an interesting concept, but yeah, you can actually grill it as well. Just watch the egg.
I did put an egg in the microwave once. I think what happened was I boiled it. I've recently discovered how to boil an egg perfectly, by the way, so before people write in. But it was just every time I could be doing a perfect poached egg, but when I did a boiled egg, I was like, I think I was doing it for 5 minutes or something, and then I'd peel it, unwrap it, I was going to say. I'd peel it, then it would just be nowhere near done. So like when the white's runny, then you gut it because your egg's ruined, and you're like, what do I do with this? Can't fix it. But I know, put it in the microwave. It doesn't take long before it goes off like a bomb. And it's really quiet. Don't do that, people. Don't try and fix a boiled egg. It is not worth it. Just boil a new one.
Top tip of the podcast.
But yeah, eggs are a very good food. And then moving on to kind of lunchtime, I'm going to always go back to the bread. Good job we did bread first, because I feel like it's my favourite podcast. But yeah, sandwiches is just something that, again, it's easy. Yeah. But if you're not having a sandwich, or obviously if you are having a sandwich, please do refer back to podcast number 1 if you have not listened to it.
Why not?
Because it's going to tell you all you need to know about what bread to be eaten and what bread not to be eaten and why. Yeah. But if I'm not having a sandwich, what am I eating for my lunch?
There's so much different things to choose from. I don't know whether you've seen, there's loads more pouches of actual grains out there these days, the likes of lentils, bulgur, different kind of wheat, spelt, all that kind of stuff. I often just grab myself one of those.
Which bit are they in the supermarket? Which bit are they in of the supermarket if I'm going down the aisle?
This depends which one that you're going into. I don't know which one you're at, but it's normally next to the tinned beans and things that you just see loads of different kind of pouches of whether it's like lentils or whether it's different kind of grains mixed together.
Ready to eat.
Yeah.
Right.
They are ready to eat.
You don't have to things with beans and lentils sometimes think if you've got to start soaking them. I refer back to my previous comment. I can't be bothered with anything fatty. It's got to be just pour it on my salad or whatever, or into my soup, and then I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. These are literally basically, you can heat them for 1 minute in the microwave.
Dangerous things, those microwaves, I'm telling you. Even soup explodes. Have you those tubs of soup?
Yeah.
And I do move the lid so it's half on, but tomato soup, if it starts to go, it starts to pop, and then it's all over the microwave. Dangerous thing.
I'm coming round and cooking for you, love.
Oh yes, I will accept your offer.
But there's different pouches like that you can have. Even if if you are going to have a sandwich, maybe just have something on the likes of a lighter kind of bread, the likes of a wrap or something like that. Go down that route. But yeah, soup is perfect as long as you don't kind of erupt it.
Or making your own soups, obviously, would be better. I do a nice tomato and lentil soup, to be fair. I got a recipe off a neighbour many years ago, and it's just tomatoes, which is very easy. And the red lentils, and you don't have to soak them or anything, you just put them in and then blend it, and I like a bit of lemon juice in it, and that makes a very nice tomato soup. I've not made that for ages, actually. Might give that another go.
Well, shameless plug. My book, True Taste, does have a wonderful tomato soup in there, and it's better than Heinz, if I do say so.
Oh yeah, I mean, no offense to Heinz, so but it's a bit luminous, that soup, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah,
definitely. No, that's it. What was the book called again, Margaret?
True Taste.
True Taste. And where can people get that from?
They can get it from my website, or it is on Amazon as well.
Cool. I shall be checking that out. So, and ideas for the dinner, the evening meal, so that you're not then, because I know what a lot of people probably do is snack in the evenings. Now, I'm not too bad for this, but I do know it's a problem for a lot of people. And I think probably more habit than hunger, if that can be a fair statement, because I do know for myself, say over Christmas, or if you've had a week's holiday, it doesn't take long to get into a habit of, because you're on holiday or because it's Christmas, you eat the sweets in the evening, the chocolate out of the chocolate tin or whatever it might be. Then when you go back to trying to eat normally, you feel your brain goes, okay, so where's the biscuits, where's the chocolates, because
where's
it's now
sugar?
such a time at night. So I think it's probably that habit or that sugar addiction kicking in, but it's not going to be helped if you don't eat a filling evening meal, is there?
Yeah. So a few I would definitely say up your oily fish intake if possible, because that's got a heck of a lot of omega-3 in. Plus it's a fatty fish that is going to keep you full and longer again, and the omega-3 is extremely good for mental health. So the likes of salmon, tuna, those kinds of fish, a few small boiled potatoes as well, no problem at all. The likes of the small salad potatoes are really quite good when it comes to filling you up. They're probably better for you than the larger potatoes.
When it's obviously it's summer now, but when it's springtime, I love those, like the little Charlotte potatoes.
Yeah.
But I do like them with some butter on, not gonna lie.
Or we might be into Jersey potato season by now.
Into which potato?
Jersey potato season.
Gosh, yeah, lovely. Really like just having a little bowl of those, if you're having a barbecue, just as a bit of a side dish and stuff like that. Yeah.
But as well, certain grains, the likes of wholemeal rice or the likes of bulgur wheat, things like that, all really pretty good for you to have later on in the day. Something that's not too carby towards the end of the day is really ideal. So sweet potato, absolutely perfect as well.
Sweet potato fries.
Or mash.
I'm just always trying to make this naughty. I'm going to get banned from this podcast.
So hopefully that gives you all,
that's
good few ideas of what food actually does, fill you up and give you the nutrients you need as well, really, because that's what it's all about. So your body isn't crying out and thinking, hang on, I need more, when it really doesn't. It just needs more nutrient dense stuff in there.
Yeah, and I suppose the only thing we've not touched on there that might also help is water. So if you're not drinking enough water, like probably before your meal would be a good idea rather than with your meal or straight after. But if you drink, make sure you're drinking enough water before your meal, then you're not going to overeat during your meal. Then eat the right things during your meal, and then that's going to sustain that blood sugar level so it's not going to crash, and just keeping everything ticking over nicely so that your body is fueled by the right things, it's properly hydrated, and then you just can make a better choice then, can't you? So, like, joking aside at the beginning of this podcast about my little biscuits, it wasn't because I didn't eat them because I was hungry, because I had them straight after my lunchtime. It was just, we fancied a couple of biscuits, and you make that informed choice. But what it meant was I didn't eat 10 biscuits.
Yeah,
I wasn't like starving and raiding the biscuit tin or binge eating or anything like that. Yeah. So you're making that choice from a rational place, well hydrated, and just having it because you fancy it, and that should be,
completely allowed.
Yeah, there should be. It's like, what's the point otherwise? If you can't have the odd thing. I'm all about the mind and the mood bit of this podcast, as you can probably tell. Eat the biscuits, eat the potato fries. Yeah, don't listen to me. Buy Margaret's book.
Yes, please do. And on that note, I think we'll wrap it up for today. That's been a really good one.
Yeah, thank you so much for all the tips. I'm off to write a new shopping list now and throw the biscuits in the bin. Cheers, Margaret. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified, I think there's a little notification bell so that you can make sure you do not miss one of our very entertaining podcasts. Tell your friends about the podcast if you're enjoying listening to this while you do your weekly cleaning or whatever it is you do while you're listening to us, having a walk around or whatever it is. And drop us a comment. We always love to hear from our subscribers to let us know what it is you want us to talk about in the future.
Absolutely. So thank you very much for listening today, and we'll see you all very soon.
Bye for now.